Right, everyone, thank you very much for joining me today on the latest episode of Transfer Talk. Hope you're having a quality day, whatever you've been doing. Let me know what you've been up to today. Really interested, and hopefully wherever you are, it's sunny, nice and sunny, and you're enjoying the sunshine. It's sunny for once, actually, in Liverpool, so that's a change. It makes a change from raining all day. But yeah, let's start off with Benjamin Mendy. It's getting reported in the Echo today. Liverpool hopes of finally landing a top left-back have been potentially handed a huge boost, says L'Equipe, who reported that the Reds are now well placed to sign Benjamin Mendy after his move to Man City has stalled. The 40 million rated defender is wanted by a clutch of clubs, including several English, after his impressive displays for Monaco last season. Obviously, he was a pivotal part in that Monaco team. And we've already been linked with Mbappe, but this lad, if you haven't seen him, he's a rampaging left back. He's very quick, likes to get in and up and down the left hand side. Yeah, in the keep, it's been quoted in the Liverpool Echo. I'll leave the story in below. But let me know if you've seen Mendy play. City obviously have been linked with him, but that would be alright if we can put a cheeky bid in for Mendy. Left back is a priority, as we've already seen this season. Left back James Milner was having to obviously replace Moreno. Klopp doesn't really rate Moreno, as I mentioned in my last show. He's looking to maybe get him out the door, but Mendy is a very much an improvement. He's a young lad, French international, and he'd vastly improve our defence, which is very much needing the improvement down that left-hand side. So yeah, that was just a bit on Mendy there. So that's being quoted from L'Equipe today. Obviously, Wisdom, it's been officially announced he will be leaving. Obviously, I broke that 2 days ago to you. Talked a bit like, obviously, Derby might be, they're meant to be lodging a bid, but that first initial bid got rejected, and they've come back with a 2.5 million offer, and with add-ons rising to 4.5 million. It's a bit sly, really, on Wisdom. He can play, obviously, centre-back and right-back. Spent his entire career at the Merseyside, but 22 appearances in his overall Liverpool career. It's sad. Let me know if you were a fan of Wisdom. For me, when he first broke through, he was a big, strong lad playing down the right-hand side. I can still remember that bullet header in the Europa League for when Rodgers was in his charge. But let me know. Will you be gutted to see Wisdom go? I hope he does well. He's been at Liverpool all of his career. He's a big, strong, powerful lad. I reckon it won't be the last time we actually see him in the Premier League. But yeah, he's gone to Derby. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's come out today and he's talked about his frustration about his Arsenal are yet to formally offer him a new deal with the uncertainty surrounding his contract talks. He's getting really frustrated, the 23-year-old from Arsenal. As I mentioned a couple of episodes back, we talked about Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain coming. But let me know if you're new to the channel. Let me know in the comment section, what would you really love to see Alex in a red shirt? He's meant to be a Liverpool fan on the slide, but if he is, that would be naughty. I'd love, personally, I've already said, he's really very good quality. Obviously, he was getting frustrated playing right wing. I can see him, if Klopp did actually sign him and we put a bid in, he's only 23, so he's got a lot more time to develop. But under the guidance of Klopp, I think as of what Adam Lallana happened to him, took him out from like a wide position from where he played at Southampton and pushed him more central. Klopp was able to bring him in. Alex, I'd see him playing a more central midfield role. He's got the pace over the first 5 yards. He's got amazing stamina and quality, really, with the ball. And imagine him and Lallana with the ball on the feet, interchanging passing. That'd be very exciting indeed. But let me know if you'd want to see Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in a red shirt, or even definitely in this team. Would you think that is the right quality for you? Bring us to the next level coming in the coming season. Roma, it's getting reported in Sky. Roma expect improved offer from Liverpool for Mohamed Salah. Obviously, it's a story that's been going on for weeks. As I brought to, I think it was 2 shows ago, talked a bit about his agent being in, Mohamed Salah's agent being in London. Obviously, with FSG, have got their offices down south. Potentially, Liverpool, with the money that we're getting off Wisdom, that's an extra 5 million there. We're definitely going to go in with an improved offer with Mohamed Salah. Just waiting. It's just a matter of waiting time. I reckon, what day are we on? We're on Saturday, aren't we? I reckon something that'll be announced by Wednesday. It's definitely sorted. We're not missing out for him on a second time. But let me know, how excited are you to see Mohamed Salah? He's 99% coming. There's no way Liverpool were going to let this drop. Roma are expecting, as it says in Sky here, Roma expecting Liverpool to come back with an improved offer for Mohamed Salah, according to Sky Italia. Obviously, the £28 million bid was rejected from us for the 24-year-old, but we still remain in talks with the Serie A club. The Italian sources in Italy say an improved bid is expected this week. Salah was originally linked with Brendan Rodgers' team, obviously back in 2014, before his £11 million move to Chelsea. He only played a bit in the Premier League, didn't he? But let me know, how excited are you for the potential of seeing Mohamed Salah in a red shirt? Where do you see him playing? Left, right, in the attacking midfield? He's going to be an exciting prospect in that forward line. Let me tell you that. But let me know in the comment section how excited are you to see him. L'Equipe, as it's saying here, talking about a bit about Alexandre Lacazette. He's one of the hot prospects in Wales football, really, and I talked a bit, as I mentioned again. If you haven't seen me Lacazette video from a couple of weeks ago, check that out. For me personally, with him and Aubameyang, they are two prime strikers in the Wales football that would definitely improve our forward line. He was quoted back in a couple of weeks back. Yes, I'm thinking about it, and the Premier League is very attractive for the player. I like the atmosphere in the Premier League. The teams play attacking football, and for the striker, that is even more attractive. The stadiums, the pitches, and there are big games. It's incredible. It's incredibly competitive also. It's very exciting. Look at Leicester, who only come up 2 seasons ago, and now they play against the top 4 teams from the big 4, and they do not change anything in their game and can play the same way. It's a very attractive league. That was what was quoted from Lacazette a couple of weeks back. I'd really love him to see him in a red shirt. Let me know, Alexandre Lacazette, how much do you want him in a red shirt? What is the prime striker for you that you'd like to see up front for Liverpool? If you've got an ideal striker around Europe, leave it in the comment section below. I want to see the variety of strikers, really. Even if it's beyond our budget, I'm not saying go and say Messi or Ronaldo, but what striker for you would you think that would fit into our style of play? Lacazette, is it? Lewandowski, Aubameyang? Let me know. Definitely let me know. So that's exciting. I've got a feeling he will end up in the Premier League by the end of this transfer window. So it's looking like we might be put within, obviously, in the group of clubs that are after them. Well, that was quoted in Anfield HQ today. This is just a quote from Daniel Agger. He talked about Matip. Let me know about Matip's first season. What did you think about him? I thought, personally, he'd done a cracking job. For the first couple of weeks, he was a bit rusty, but he quickly adapted to the Premier League. Very quick. It just shows his quality of him. He was one of the best signings, really, I thought. For a free transfer, you can't argue at all. But I just talk a bit about what Agger was quoted as saying. Agger was told the official club website, "I think he did well for the first season, always tough. Do not only for defenders, but any Premier League player. Playing your first season in the Premier League, you always have to adapt. Some do quicker and some do others at different paces. I think he's done pretty well. He'll learn from this season, I'm sure about that. He can use that for the upcoming season. To play for Liverpool, you need to be consistent, and that's something you can see after a few seasons. First season, he's definitely been good, and I think he can be happy with that." So yeah, I'll leave the full interview of Danny Agger talking about Matip, but that's the consistency, really. Especially with defenders, you need a consistent back line to communicate, and a consistent keeper as well. Let me know how Matip's gone on for you, and how excited are you to see him next season improve this defence. He's going to be a nailed-on starter for me. Let me know if you get into your first starting partnership, whoever it was. We got Sacco. He's still at the club, but if he could stay or if he leaves, we got Sacco, Lovren, Matip, and potential of Virgil van Dijk. I'll talk a bit about that tomorrow. There's a bit more coming out, but not uncertain, so I didn't really want to talk about that today in this episode. But yeah, those 4, and we obviously got Clavan as backup, depending if he goes out at the end of this season, if the club comes in for him. So let me know, Matip, what are your thoughts on how he's played this season? And to finish off the show, It's just Milner's come out today and talked about how much Dominic Solanke has impressed him at the end, and Liverpool on what he will be offering at coming next season. Milner goes in to talk about he's obviously had a great summer. He's a good young player coming through. He said, as reported by This Is Anfield, we've got a young squad anyway, so I think it's good to keep that going. Being one of the older guys, hopefully I can help him come along. But I think he's shown already this summer with that what he's done with the England team winning the World Cup. It's a great achievement. To come out of that as the best player, you look at the other names over the years who've been named the best player of that tournament. He's up there with some of the best. That's great for him, a great confidence booster. If Liverpool fans didn't know who he was, they do now. As that was just James Milner. Obviously, he's been one of the senior players. He's a vice captain in this football club. He's done a cracking job, James. I'll talk a bit about Solanke now at the minute, but if you're coming through, he talked a bit about Alexander-Arnold. I seen an interview this week, and he's really impressed with the young lads. And it's important that you have those senior players in the structure of the team that are really helping and supporting, especially with no Gerrard there. Milner is one of the old guys, really. He's been there, done that. All the clubs he's been at. He's been at Leeds, City. He's been a very much experienced player. He's played for, obviously, in the international setup. So he's just talking about there, Solanke. What a player we've got potentially. But we have got him. Obviously, Milner's talking about him. It's just compensation that needs sorting. But Liverpool have got a cracking player. If you haven't seen the lad, if you haven't seen any of them, I really recommend going and watching the lads. Even YouTube highlights. He had a cracking World Cup. Obviously got voted the best player of that tournament. But James Milner was just talking about how exciting he from his perspective. He's got a lot more in the interview. I'll leave that in the story below. So definitely check that out, and definitely check out the new lad Dominic Solanke, because he has got a bright future. And I'm really excited. Hopefully he can break into the first team. I'm hoping that he can, because that'd be amazing. He'd be pushing Origi. Obviously, he's not the quality world-class striker we want, but it's important that we get these young quality players coming through as well, pushing the older lads, and they give more confidence to the team and they create more competition. Especially if I was like James Milner's age and I had like a young 19, 18-year-old central midfielder pushing me in the first team, I'd feel really under pressure. But that's what you need. You need to create a competitive environment in that squad to make the team more competitive. I'm sure Jurgen Klopp, that is what he's wanting for this coming season. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. I really have. Wherever you are in the world, have a quality day. Let me know in the comment section. Get involved on all those stories, really, about Matip, how he's been performing. Solanke, if you've seen him play, how excited you're wanting to see him play. Mendy, would he be a decent left back? The French lad from Monaco, if we could get him, or is there any other left backs in the world football that you personally would like us to target if the opportunity arose for Jurgen and the coaching staff? But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Hope you had a quality day. And wherever you are in the world, you never walk alone. And I'll see you very soon. Nice one, everyone.